Me?
Oh, I don't know. Are we set? Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
You ready?
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Nice, a podcast with Oscar, TJ, Tsai. And we are here today, gathered to celebrate these two lovely individuals.
Praise God.
Yep. So,
You know it.
And so we're going to gather all together and we're going to say a quick prayer.
Yeah. Open us, Pastor.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if I can be No, just kidding. Welcome, guys. I'm here joined with these two lovely people, my future enemies. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Sure. Do you want to start or?
Oh.
You already did?
Hi, I'm Oscar.
Hi, Oscar.
I'm a part of this show for now.
Yeah. Hi, guys. I'm Johnny. I am also a part of this show for now.
Is this necessary?
I don't know.
We're like 6 episodes in.
Dude, what if like someone randomly started and they're just like, who are these guys? And why does it say episode 6?
They can go back to the first one.
Okay. I don't know.
Our producer's a lot smarter than us.
They're familiar with me,
Yeah.
you know. They know who I am. They don't know what I look like, but they know who I am.
One of these days.
One of these days.
Maybe today. Who knows?
Maybe. Anyway, so
Vibe.
I'm Oscar. He's Johnny. That's Tony. And today we're going to talk about Japan.
Woo.
Right?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Because I think...
What did they do this time?
Uh-oh. What did I do this time?
Because last time we were talking about traveling, and I think the topic of Japan was pretty appropriate. Because I think there's just so much to say. And do you want to?
Yeah, I also did something very spontaneous since the last time we talked.
Ooh, what is this?
I don't think I've brought it up to you guys yet.
Yeah, which was last week, by the way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Time jump.
Yeah.
I bought tickets to Japan for 2 weeks.
Ooh.
So I'll be heading out in mid-June and staying until July. So
Oh, nice.
nice 2-week trip. I think it's something like 16 days or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I just kind of pulled the trigger on that because they like finally reopened for travel, and I don't know. I'm hyped for it. I'll be going with a group of 3 other guys. Yeah, it'll be fun. I still have no itinerary planned. So on this podcast, I'd love to hear what our travel extraordinaire or you guys in the comments have to say.
Oh, you're talking about, okay.
Oh,
What
yeah.
about me?
Or you
I've
too.
got-
Our
I've got a-
producer
I've got-
back there.
I've got a
Producer
suggestion.
Tony. Yeah, I mean, let's chop it up about Japan and see what y'all can help me out with here in terms of itinerary and preparation and all that jazz.
Because you've never been before.
I've never been.
First time.
I don't even know how to speak Japanese, dude.
What? You don't know how to say hi?
Konnichiwa.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, shoot.
Is that
I
right?
feel like should I learn the language before I even go a little bit?
No.
You really don't need to.
No. Because I mean, like, well, okay. I guess before we get there, are you only going to? You're going to Tokyo, right?
Tokyo. I do want to hit other cities like maybe Osaka at some point, Kyoto, maybe some
Kirikata.
smaller. Did you say China?
That's a kirikata.
Kirikata? Is that a place?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like further north, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Further
that's,
north,
that's
I
at the
think.
top almost. Like,
Yeah.
it's up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's far from everything. Like
Okay. Yeah.
a
Okay.
detour.
Yeah.
I'm no expert, but yeah, if you guys have like better things to say, you can post it in the comments below, or you can tweet me at timchantarangsu on Twitter. Just kidding. No, but seriously, well, what
Tokyo would be the
Tokyo.
main
Yeah.
mainstay. You know.
Dang, I don't know if I
Did you even spend time in Tokyo?
did, but it was
Okay.
like 2014, so it's like what, almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But I still think it's an appropriate topic because we plan on going next year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that's the plan. At least we want to celebrate our 30th
You
anniversary.
guys are turning 30.
Yeah.
Okay, not yeah,
Yeah.
Y'all old.
Yeah, we are.
You're
Yeah.
old guys.
yeah, because
But it's because our birthdays are weird.
Okay.
yeah. So next year I'll be 29.
Yeah.
He'll be 29 already, but he
Oh,
turns
shoot.
30 in December. So this December he's 29.
Okay.
So if we go next December, celebrate his birthday, and then the following week it's my birthday.
Yeah.
So then we both turn 30.
That's dope.
Dang, it kind of makes me feel a little old.
Right? I thought I had more time.
I know, right? But no, I mean, like, okay, what are you? Do you just want like, what can I do?
Well,
what can I see?
I think food is the biggest thing,
Okay.
right? Super important. If you're going to Japan, gotta do the food. Trying to hit some places to go shopping.
Okay,
Be fun to like take in the culture and socialize with the people there too.
right.
However you do that in a foreign country,
Mm.
I think that's something I'd totally be down for.
Okay. Well, I think
yeah.
I didn't do this, but there's it's more touristy, but there's like Tokyo Universal Tokyo.
Oh yeah.
There's Tokyo Disney, which is 2 different parks. One's
Okay.
like kind of like an aquarium. I'm probably wrong. I'm sorry if like I upset any like Disney people out there, but yeah, there's 2 parks, which I got tickets for your sister.
Oh, nice.
And your brother-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is kind of weird to say because I know them. So it's like weird. And anyway,
Yeah, we
don't
don't
know.
need to reveal their identity.
yeah.
though.
So, but anyway, yeah, I got them for their honeymoon. I got them tickets to go
Tickets.
to this
Wow.
this aquarium one. I think it's like
Oh.
Tokyo Sea or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So there's that. There's are you into like anime or manga?
Yeah. I mean, currently going through Demon Slayer right now.
Ooh.
So that's, yeah.
Manga? Or,
Oh man.
Oh, no. The
You're
anime,
officially
anime.
Japanese now.
Didn't they
I hope
just
you know
release a
that.
movie for that too?
For what?
I think so.
Demon Slayer.
Probably.
I think they did.
Most likely.
It's in theaters or something.
Well, for those that
Tangent,
don't
tangent.
know, what's Demon Slayer?
It is a really good anime. It's really easy to watch too because it's short. So
Okay.
I encourage people to watch it.
Well, what's it about?
A guy fighting demons or a squad of demon slayers,
Okay.
and he's trying to avenge his family like every other
Okay.
good, plot line. Is it like categorized as like shonen?
I think so.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
shonen anime.
Yeah.
That category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
good.
So,
Anyway.
yeah. Are you like
Yeah.
fan of like Hayao Miyazaki and like Studio Ghibli?
Yeah. He has a thing there, right?
Yeah,
A
so-
museum.
Yeah, he has a museum over there, which you can also take a look at.
Yeah.
But that's in Tokyo as well.
Dope.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ramen place that it's kind of hard because like I feel like I should have maybe prepped for this, but no, I have like lists that I could probably give you. Like there's this
Yeah, just put it up on the screen right here.
yeah, there's a ramen shop that my
Comment?
friend took me to. He actually
Yeah, friends living in.
I have a
Japan?
friend in Tokyo. I could probably maybe link
You
you
can
guys
link
up.
him up,
Yeah.
dude.
So and he
He or
speaks
she?
English.
He? Okay.
Yeah, he speaks
Oh,
English.
dope. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And he took me to this place. It's super good. Like the best ramen I've ever had. And like
Uh-huh.
obviously can't compete here. But
Of course.
Oh,
yeah.
All right.
Super
the
easy to
water.
find. And it's like yeah, I think it could be a culture shock, I think. In the sense of like, well, there's hardly any English. I don't know about now, but like hardly like any English signs.
So did you have to learn kanji before heading out there?
No, I think as long as you kind of know like the name of things in like Japanese, I think you can
Like you know what bathroom means or how to read bathroom?
Yeah, I mean with that,
Oh, boy and
I'm
girl.
definitely gonna need that one. Yeah.
well, I think with that they just have like WC, so like wash closet. I think that's what it's called.
Oh,
That's like the
okay.
universal.
Water cooler.
I think that's
Does
like
that
the
too. Yeah.
World Cup. World Cup.
World Cup.
So I think that's like the universal like
Yeah.
that's a bathroom, so it's like WC.
Okay.
I might be
Oh,
wrong,
okay.
but
Okay.
yeah, like for the most part, I think you can get away, like especially if you use like Google Maps.
Yeah.
Um,
I hear it's pretty good for like using public transport too, or like in terms of guiding you for what stations and platforms to go to.
Yeah, except Tokyo Transit is
Confusion?
it's really complicated. They
Dang,
actually
bro.
have 2 different lines.
Mm.
Like I think there's like the above ground and there's like underground,
Oh.
but they also
okay.
like interchange where like
Mhm.
it'll underground will go up and
Mhm.
then above ground will go underground.
Oh,
And it's just
okay.
like super like if you look at the
Mhm.
map of the public transit, it's like it's gnarly. It's like
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So and not all places go everywhere. So for example, when I went with Kyle, I think we had taken the underground, but then we had to get out and then go above ground to go to a certain location. So it's like you have to change from
Yeah, you
one line
gotta-
to
Yeah.
so and it's
Well,
funny.
Everything's on time though, right? In terms of like
Yes. Actually, I'm glad that you brought that up. just to like disrupt that thought real quick. So there's a story about this like train conductor that I guess he was early by like 2 seconds or like 3 seconds or like 1 point. I forgot how, like, it was like very like a certain number.
Yeah.
And it like messed up everybody's mojo.
Everybody's slow.
Like,
did he have to perform the what's it
Oh
no. The seppuku?
called?
Stand in front of the train, just like wait for it to hit
I
him.
failed as a train conductor.
No, yeah, because I think he had left the station slightly too early.
Uh-oh.
And it like not messed up like everybody else's, but like the passengers, like the people that were getting on were just like, why did he leave early? I guess because it's so routine.
Right.
So I guess to answer your question, yeah, it's pretty on time. Like everything is pretty consistent.
Pros and cons to that, I'm sure.
I think depending on the hour, it could be like just super packed.
Oh yeah, like rush hour. Kind of
like, and I'm talking like extremely packed.
Yeah, like you're on. You're on somebody.
You're on their shoulders.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, I remember when I was in the above ground transit.
Yeah.
Like, so it was empty when we went because I think it was the first stop.
Yeah.
And then like the next stop, like all of these like the salarymen, I think that's what they're called, like the guys with the suits and stuff, just rush in, and we're all just like kind of taken aback by it. And my friend, his name's Hiro, which also knows Kyle, so like we all studied together in Hong Kong. We were just kind of like, dude, this is pretty ridiculous. And I'm gonna use what he told us because we thought it was funny. So excuse my language, but he was just like, oh yeah, this is nothing. Like it gets worse, and we're just like, how can it get worse than this? He's like, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's like, it's a cluster.
Oh,
He literally used that word, and I just thought it was hilarious. But yeah, excuse my language.
Like, do the locals who are jamming into it, into just those little train cards, do they get like aggressive with it, or are they just respectfully?
I think they're just used to it. They're just like, hey, we got to get to work. Like, you know, I don't think they mean to be rude, but they're not like pushing and shoving. Okay. It's just everybody's just going in, you know. If you're not ready for it, you know, you're probably gonna get maybe
over.
You have to assert yourself in a sense.
I mean, and also just kind of like, all right, got to move, you know. But I mean, for the most part, I think honestly, dude, I feel like you can't go wrong with any place for food. I feel like it's all going to be pretty solid.
Okay. I hear that.
Yeah.
A weird fact that I heard too is that there are more restaurants in Japan than the United States combined. Like collectively. So you think about how small that land is compared to the United States and how many restaurants are jam-packed into that country.
Dude, I believe it.
And I'm just like, bro.
Yeah.
There's that many options, and it's that competitive. Like, is it really how it is there? You know?
Yeah, and I mean, like, it's.
You should fact check that though.
Yeah, fact check that.
I think that's what I heard though.
It's true.
What we say is true here.
I feel it in my
That,
bones.
yeah. But does that feel like the case when you're like every corner has some sort of little eatery of some sort?
Yeah, because like, not all places, but at least in from what I remember in Tokyo, because at least in Osaka and Kyoto, it's a little bit more of like less
rural.
Yeah, it's more rural. Yeah, it's not as like a big city, but like in Tokyo, because it's so packed and like there's so many people, you just have stalls where maybe there's like 5 people, 10 people, but they're all next to each other. So it's like what could be maybe
like a food hall kind of sort of deal.
It depends on where you go.
Oh.
Yeah, so some of them they do, but like so instead of it being like maybe like 3 or 4 restaurants, there's like 12 of them because they're all like, you know, and you know, half open because it's like out. Yeah,
that's dope. How's the shopping scene there?
I didn't do a lot of shopping, but you can definitely get away with pretty good amounts of shopping.
Yeah.
I will say though, like the younger generation, like their streetwear,
like us.
Yeah, like our age, like their streetwear is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's dope.
Like they set a lot of trends. Like I know they take on a lot of like Western stuff, but it's also been like reversed recently. Like just I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty dope. It depends on where you go too. Like
I do want to do some thrifting there and try to do some shopping down in Shibuya or, you know, Harajuku. But so I plan to, for my flight outbound, I'm going to like only bring a carry-on. And then for my flight back to the States, I'm going to buy like a luggage.
Oh, okay.
And then have that filled up. Ooh. Yeah. That's how I like kind of save costs. I'm not bringing much there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just fly out.
That works. You can do that.
I think I mixed up inbound and outbound, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
For my flight inbound, I'm not really bringing much, but outbound, I'm gonna have a suitcase
Okay.
dripped out, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Secondhand Louis Vuitton. It's everything, dude. It'd be
Mm.
fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Splurge a little bit. Yeah.
Dude, you said 16 days?
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Just
that's a pretty good amount of time. I think for
Yeah.
anywhere.
It's enough, yeah. I think ideally, like, I just want to take in as much as I can and then do it again in the future.
Mm.
Yeah, this time around it's kind of like just feel it out. But
Right.
Yeah.
I've just been reading like a week is not enough for
No,
a
no.
foreign country.
Yeah.
And a month can be a little too long. Like logistically speaking, just for life, you can't really take a month off
Yeah.
unless you're on maternity leave or something like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, I'm basically using all my, since I work in a corporate job, I get PTO.
Mm.
I'm just using all my accrued PTO on this like trip here in the summer. So that's basically.
Oh. Yeah, another thing. I've heard this. This is what's from a friend from Australia. The girls that we were with in Thailand, she told us that during the summer, Japan is like hot as balls.
Oh yeah.
She told me that. And
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
like,
kinda
you're from
scared.
Australia, dude. Like, so, I mean, I'm pretty sure it still gets hot here, but like.
It's
yeah,
the
so-
humidity. I feel like it's the
cherry-
humidity.
Right. There's
Yeah.
like cherry
Yeah.
blossom season that's like super poppin' for people to go because
Mhm.
it's not too hot and it's really beautiful there.
Mhm.
And summer is super hot. I mean, I'm going in, pretty much summer, June, July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you might be okay, but I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, just prepare yourself.
That's true, man.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Do you like Pocari Sweat?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be
That's
your
the
best friend.
Gatorade of Japan.
Yeah. I think that's going to be your best friend.
Yeah, those 7-Eleven shops,
Mhm.
Family Mart's gonna be my best friend.
Yeah.
How's like lodging?
So when I went, we mostly stayed at hostels, which I think is the cheapest option to do. And
Yeah.
it's kind of fun because you're meeting people from all over the world.
Yeah.
So I think some hostels can be as low as like maybe $15 a night,
Ooh.
to maybe 50. So I think it just depends on what
Yeah.
you're staying at. I
Yeah.
mean, if you guys are on a budget, then I would recommend a hostel.
Especially if we're going in a group, it's like
Yeah.
we'll probably be able to go to hostels without any issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever stay in one of those like pods? Those pod
The sleeping
whatever they're called.
capsules? Is that
Yeah,
what
the
they're called?
capsules. It's
Something
called a
like that,
capsule,
yeah.
not
Yeah.
a pod. But yeah.
Yeah, no.
Why
No.
not?
No. I think I would have, but I just, when I went, it wasn't what I wanted
It wasn't
to
a
do.
thing there
Yeah.
at the time.
Or I just wasn't interested. And I'm also
Yeah.
kind of
Claustrophobic?
claustrophobic. So I was just like,
yeah, I could see that.
but I feel like doing that might have been kind of cozy. I think one of the reasons why we didn't do it is because we didn't know where to put our stuff.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, maybe I just needed to just do more research. But no, we
Yeah.
didn't. I didn't do that.
That's
So
cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Did you go to onsen?
In Japan, no.
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 Okay.
No, I didn't go to an onsen. And an onsen is a hot spring, like a natural. Most of them are natural, I think. Yeah, natural hot spring. And then I don't know if any of your buddies have tattoos,
But
but
Why is that important?
because some traditional onsens don't allow people with tattoos to
Oh, really?
Yeah, to use it. I don't know why.
It's I heard it's due to just the stigma of gang affiliation.
Oh, like Yakuza.
So, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So, but I'm sure like nowadays, if you go to really remote, hot
Yeah.
springs, probably they stick to older traditions. But
Mm.
anything that's more like tourist or like
Yeah, right?
they probably don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think there are more that are allowing it, but some of them
Yeah.
are still very like, no, if you have a tattoos, like don't.
Yeah.
Mm.
Just get out of here.
And like some restaurants, they don't serve foreigners either. That's another thing that's really
Oh,
wild.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I heard that like if they can, well, it's more of like a racism sort of thing that
Mhm.
Okay.
they'll discriminate towards like foreigners and tourists if you
Mm.
don't speak Japanese,
Yeah.
or like they won't seat you, or like
Mhm.
they'll just ignore you. It's just
Oh,
it's pretty wild, man.
Wow, I've never heard of that.
I haven't heard about that
Have
either.
Yeah,
you not
'cause
experienced it? You didn't experience
No, because I
that
thought they
at
were pretty
all?
open with everyone.
Yeah, so it's nice to have someone who speaks Japanese with you, so
Yeah.
they can kind of help you out with all that. But
That's true.
yeah, some of the restaurant owners and all that, they're just a little bit discriminatory.
Okay. Is
towards those.
there anyone in your group that speaks Japanese
Not really,
or is Japanese?
no. But one of the people going with in that group, he's got a childhood friend in Japan,
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
so kind of like
yeah.
a hero for you. Yeah.
Okay.
We got a guy.
Okay.
uh,
they got a guy.
They got a guy.
we
They got a hero.
got a
Yeah,
hero.
Exactly. Okay.
I
Cool.
need a hero. go.
Are you guys all? I mean, I don't think it matters, but are you guys all Asian American?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Not that it matters.
It'd be
But
cool to have a gaijin, right?
a white guy,
A white guy.
a token white guy.
Yeah, we need him, dude. He helps us with meeting all the Japanese girls and all that.
Which I will say is a thing.
Yeah.
It is a thing because when we went with Kyle,
Is he a white guy?
yeah, he's white.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then at least in Tokyo, not in Osaka or Kyoto, but in Tokyo they have like the cafes. Not all of them are like maid cafes, but like cafes.
Like they serve food and coffee and all that.
Yeah,
Desserts.
but they have like workers that are like standing outside with a menu
Yeah.
for you to kind of like look and then to tell you like, hey, come, whatever. And it's usually someone that's like really attractive, like
Right.
someone pretty. Not to say like they're like wearing revealing clothing, but they might be wearing like a maid outfit or like something that's that goes with the theme of the cafe.
Marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just remember when we were walking, all of them try to get Kyle and us to go in, but it was because of Kyle. But I think it's because they think, well, I don't know, I could be
Money?
wrong. Yeah. They're just like, this is a white guy, so he got
Western
money.
guy's
Yeah.
got some money.
So I don't know. Maybe that's just me assuming things, but
No, I don't think you'd be that far off.
Yeah.
I mean,
and it was funny because Kyle would kind of play along. He'd be like, "Oh, hey, like how's it going?" So I mean, we never went into any of those because we just weren't interested. But it was just funny to see, like everyone's like, "Hey, like
special attention.
yeah," and I was like, "Wow, must be nice."
Did you guys ever see that Bill Murray movie, Lost in Translation?
I've seen parts of
Scarlett
it.
Johansson. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it.
That movie was partially inspiration for like why I wanted to just spontaneously travel out to Japan too.
All right, what's this movie about?
I couldn't even tell you, bro. It's kind of just an experience.
The movie?
Yeah, it's
Alright,
a deep film in the sense of like, it just kind of portrays the human experience and also Japan as a country and how, it's just a place where you can kind of just be surrounded by people, but also just introspectively experience life, in a way. It's interesting. It's a good film. It just talks a lot about like, it doesn't really explicitly talk about it, but it's just, you kind of have two characters that are just kind of in a rut of like, purposelessness, if that's a word. And just kind of figuring it out in a sense. It's not like overly energetic, but it's like, a very interpersonal experience in a sense for a film. Great movie, and you get to see Japan in a different light. Yeah.
All right.
Just check it out.
Lost in Translation.
Lost in Translation. And then Shawn Mendes' song Lost in Japan. It's inspired by that film too.
Oh, really? All right. That's crazy. I did not know
I don't
that.
listen to Shawn Mendes. So.
I don't know who that is either, but
What? You don't know Shawn Mendes? He's a singer, bro.
What song did he do?
Senorita?
Yeah,
Well, that's with
I've never heard of that.
Camila Cabello.
I don't even know who that is.
She used to
Tony
be.
is not with the times,
You're
guys.
not with the times, dude. What's wrong with you? She was part of
I'm living life at my own speed. All right.
It really is, man.
Fifth Harmony. She was part of Fifth Harmony, right?
I think so.
Yeah, because the other group is Little Mix, but she was part of Fifth Harmony.
I feel like you guys are just making stuff up.
No, bro. These are like girl groups. They were like formed from I think X Factor in the UK.
Oh,
like that.
something
They
like
won
that.
some talent show and everything. Anyway.
all right.
He made the song Stitches.
No idea.
Tony, you're so uncultured, bro.
Yeah. It's
All
good
right.
pop music.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I got stuff to look at now. I have new content to look into.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of pop culture, because I think this is appropriate. I don't think it matters, but have you heard of AKB48?
No, I haven't.
Do you know what that is?
No.
So AKB48, if you guys don't know, so AKB is short for Akibara, and 48 is the number of girls in the group. So it's a girl group, and there's 48 of them. There's 48
That's a
of
lot, bro.
48.
48
That's
of
a
them.
choir, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's 48 of them.
That ain't no group, bro.
And I think the youngest age that I've seen is like 9.
Oh.
And I
okay.
think the oldest is like maybe 18, maybe 20, but it's a graduation system. So they kind of rotate. They have like group A and then group B and then group K or whatever. And like they're like split into different groups. They pretty much just perform. And there's like, just singers or
48 of
whatever.
them.
There's 48 of them.
How do you graduate from it?
I think we're like, I think if you're
Did you
there,
get kicked out?
Yeah,
no,
I was about to say. I was like, I don't
Like,
think
oh,
I
you're
want
19. Bye.
I think maybe like I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I just know that it's like after you're a certain age or like you've been with the group for a certain period of time, then you can move on to the next thing. So some people like go on to be like actresses or like models or adult industry, or they'll like just make their another group or something like that. Like there's a group called Baby Metal. Have you heard of Baby Metal?
Yeah, I know Baby Metal.
So Baby Metal,
J-pop or something?
Baby Metal is like a heavy rock band, but 3 of the girls, it's 2 now, but 3 of the girls were like, they're singers, like they're little girls, but all of the guys that play the instruments are like men. Yeah. But it's like really heavy metal, but the singing is all like girls.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. If you guys like, you guys should check it out. Baby Metal's like, yeah, pretty cool. But I think 3 of them were part of something like that because they have more like part of other like groups or like cities in Japan. So not just Akibara, but like other places.
Yeah. I do want to check out Akibara.
Akibara, okay.
That place is, I hear it's a little grungy.
Ooh, I like grungy.
Yeah. Like gang activity, whatever. Am I off on that, people? I don't know. I have to Google that, but
okay.
There's this anime called Durarara. I think it was Akihabara. That might be different.
Oh,
a different
okay.
city, but yeah, it was a very good anime. You guys should watch that if you haven't watched that either. But
okay.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Fun. I don't know. I'm kind of scared to travel still, but I'm just trying to get out of my comfort zone by going on this trip.
Because of like COVID or just like
no, just because like I've been like I haven't traveled much in general, so I lack the experience. So I just wonder how you perform, you know, in just foreign countries and how adaptable you are. I think a lot of just like foreign travel is just adaptability and how flexible you can be.
Right.
I had a little taste of that myself this past week.
This past week? Where'd you go?
To LA, but then my GPS wasn't working.
Oh.
So I had to figure out how to get back by myself.
Dang.
It was not difficult. It was one freeway.
Well, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Anyways.
How'd your GPS go down?
Somebody forgot to pay the data plan.
Oh.
And it refused to give me directions.
Bruh.
Wait, but don't you know how the freeways work here?
Yeah, but I'd never do it without the GPS.
Yeah, but like I meant like odd numbers are always like north and south, and then even is odd.
I don't even know. I just know that there's 2 freeways that go sideways, and then the rest go up and down.
Okay. Well, on that bit, we'll take a quick break, and then we're gonna talk about like how to travel, I guess. So
how to travel.
We'll be right back.
Mindset. Yeah. All right. Oogie, oogie, oogie.
All right, welcome back, pornographers. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why I said that. Anyway, we were talking about what? Was that random?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know what else to say. That was the first thing.
You never know. There might be some viewers, that they're in the industry.
I highly doubt that.
This is a family-friendly podcast.
No, it's not.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Tony, who are you paying? Where's this money coming from? No, you
guys.
So you mentioned mindset. Was that you? No, you? No, you.
I think we were just on the topic of mindset of like being able to get around without knowing.
Yeah, being in a foreign country and just being adaptable and how to have that, how to still have an enjoyable experience when you're under, a whole different environment that you're unfamiliar and uncomfortable in. I
think I talked about this very briefly in one of, I think it was episode 4. No, I don't remember.
Whatever it was.
One of the travel ones where it was like, where I talked about Ted Lasso.
It's Ted Lasso.
The American soccer coach in England. It's a show, which season 3 is out now, by the way, guys. 3rd and final season at the time of this recording, which is March 2023.
We'll get right on that, Oscar.
Okay. Anyway, it's on Apple TV Plus. Check your local listings. Anyway, he says like be curious, not judgmental. So I think that's a good approach to like anything. It's just for at least when it comes to traveling, like just be curious. Like, oh, like what's that? I'm gonna go check it out. I can't think of any instances in the top of my head right now of a situation where I was curious and then it led to like this whole thing. But I will say that more often than not, I know people say that like curiosity killed the cat, but I think in a travel situation, as long as you're being cautious, I think being curious is very rewarding because you learn about things that you might not have expected. So
does that mean that you shouldn't have everything planned out to a T? You know what I'm saying? Because like when you have everything so methodically planned out, it kind of removes the ability to be curious or just deviate from, set plans.
Well, I think it's still, I think you could apply it to both. Like, I think you can be curious and be like, oh, like, I want to go to here. Like, when's the next time I can go? I think, you should probably have some sort of guideline of like, oh, I want to at least knock off these 3 different places. And then it doesn't have to be like, oh, we're going to go here on Tuesday, this place, Wednesday, this place. It can be
so you can still be a little spontaneous with everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Even if that could mean that you're put in a situation where you're like, oh, crap, I did not have the foresight for this.
Yeah. Because I mean, like,
yeah,
being flexible,
do
curious
the
and
trains
flexible.
stop running at any point?
I think they do.
They turn off.
I think so.
I could see that being a fun little.
Oh, bro. But here's the thing: it's very easy to just find a place to sleep in Japan too. For cheap. That's another thing. Probably cheaper than taking a taxi back to your place too.
Oh.
Because trains stop at a certain time in the PM.
Yeah.
And then, you'll have to take a taxi, and that's not cheap.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I might be wrong, but I think they stop at 9 p.m. But I might be wrong on that because knowing that a lot of times salarymen or like people that are working in like offices and stuff, like they usually tend to go out after work. And so a lot of times they're like drinking and like eating and stuff. So I'm pretty sure there's got to be something open kind of late because.
Yeah.
But I think you can also rent bikes too.
Huh. I didn't know biking was a thing in Japan.
I think so.
Oh.
Sounds fun to do at night.
Yeah, I might be getting like my countries mixed up, but I know at least in
might be thinking of Europe, dude.
Well, at least in like Taiwan, they have like a public transit card that you can use on like the public transit, the buses, the metros, and you can also there's like bike stations everywhere. You just tap your card, you grab the bike, you go to the next station, you put it in, and then and it kind of deducts whatever amount you have. So I'm pretty sure they might have something similar to that.
Maybe,
Yeah.
Hopefully, I mean,
I might be wrong.
There's a lot of walking too. You do in Japan. That's the thing. That's the plan for me at least, or us at least. It's just walking and public transit.
Okay.
So just
sounds about right.
Planning things around where each station is.
Yeah. So I think the number one thing when it comes to traveling and like just enjoying it, and again, I'm no expert, but like I think the one thing should be like your approach and like attitude towards things. Because sometimes things just don't go to plan.
Yeah, bro.
So, like, just to go back on like when I talked about when I lost Kyle in Thailand. So when I went out to search for him, I talked about that I got lost. But there's a situation where I was like, I have to go back to this hostel, and I'm literally at a T. Like, so I either have to make a left or right. And then in that situation, I was like, okay, I know it's somewhere in here, and so I was like, I got to pick and choose. And for some reason, I was like, left is right. Like, left feels right. So I went left. And I was right. Like, I found it. But, like, so it's like one of those things that sometimes you just got to, like...
Go with your guts.
Go with your gut or, like...
That's true.
I don't know. I mean, just, like, being flexible, being curious.
Because
adventures.
There can definitely be those moments where you're like, I'm stressed out and I can't figure it out. And then you just kill the vibe for, like, everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone you're like dealing with, and it's just terror. It's a terrible experience. But like just being optimistic and being like everything's still fine, like,
and
we're good.
And also just being like, dude, we're in Japan right now. Like this is crazy. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, but do you? I guess this is also kind of appropriate question to ask, but like the dynamic of the group. Do you guys plan on doing everything together?
No, I don't think so. One of them has family out there, so he might be hanging out with family for a little bit. We all have kind of like different, I don't know, like approaches to Japan too, I think. Well, not so much so that we're deviating, but like I think for myself, like like, for example, I just want to do more shopping. You know, I don't think everybody is interested in spending a whole day thrifting, you know, like, for example, that's something I want to, or like maybe another one of them wants to go out and like late night drink, you know. I'm not super into that like nightlife scene, so I might not participate that night, you know. Stuff like that is like, okay, maybe we'll deviate into our own things, and figure it out. But obviously majority of the time spent will be like kind of doing the same sort of stuff, hanging out in the same cities. But I'm actually hanging out in Japan for like an extra 3 days alone.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
Then a couple of them are actually flying out to Taiwan to just they're going to Taiwan. And I'm just
doing their own thing.
Yeah. And then I'm just going Japan and back. So that's kind of the deal. I thought it'd be fun to kind of have a couple days to myself too, a few days to myself.
Okay.
Experience.
And I know you say you don't have an itinerary, but you guys are going to Tokyo.
Yeah,
and
for
flying
sure.
from Tokyo.
Narita, which is a city that is west of. It's like an hour and a half train ride.
Right.
From Hinata, which is the main airport in Tokyo.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
But essentially, that's
it's Tokyo,
okay. To and from round trip from there. And then from Tokyo, you guys are gonna go out, whether if it's Osaka,
out
Kyoto.
to Osaka, Kyoto, whatever.
Okay.
Take the bullet trains, you know. What are they called? Shinkansen?
Oh, I don't even know. My Japanese only goes so far.
Yeah.
I just know how to say good morning and thank you very much.
What's that other
and
one?
sumimasen.
Oh yeah, sumimasen is another one.
What's that one?
Sumimasen, I think is.
Like, I apologize. It's like I'm sorry, like my bad.
I thought it was excuse me.
Or it's excuse me too. It's very like.
Do I bow?
A polite way.
If I say that, that's a bow.
Yeah.
And then there's also gomen nasai.
Which is I'm sorry, yeah.
Which is also very similar.
That's more polite though, or like a formal situation. But
so
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be sumimasen my way out of everything. Like, I went to the girls' bathroom. Sumimasen.
My bad, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, ladies.
I'm lady boy.
Wait, we're not in Thailand. Wait, what?
So you were like, what are you talking about? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you need to know Japanese. Yeah, they'll help you. They'll try their best. I think if you tell them like or show them like, oh, this is where I want to go, then they'll point somewhere.
Yeah. But I feel like if you do know how to read a little bit of kanji,
it'll
go a long way for your like your experience because like you can kind of identify things in shop names and a little better, you know, like you kind of know.
I think being there, you'll pick up stuff too. You just like get familiar with like the shapes. You'll be like, "Oh, that's the right street." Like,
that's the right street.
Because I think they do have like the romanization of the spelling. You know, like if you're looking for, sakura, right, which is like cherry blossoms, and it's like Sakura, and you're just like, okay, like sakura, you know. So it's like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay. I think you're gonna have a great time.
I'm excited, guys. Yeah,
had a great time. So.
Ooh, this is how you spend your late 20s, right? Traveling.
Yes. Oh man,
your pockets grow a little bit, and you can afford plane tickets and vacation. You know, try to do that before you get locked down.
Yeah, that's true.
That is.
Are you guys pretty like open to like food? I mean, it's very limited. It is an island.
We're very foodie people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone eats pretty heavy there, or like can eat a lot. That's what I mean.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Wait, eating a lot or being a foodie?
Both. Like.
Wait, good luck with.
What does that
eating a lot? Because I feel like
there's not portions that are kind of small there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But that's the thing too. Like I think, maybe they have deeper pockets and they could just like order 4 servings.
Yeah, but everyone's gonna look at you like, why are you guys eating for 2 for 3 people?
Who knows, bro?
Because I think.
Do they care though? Because it's like you're paying for the food.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Because I know at least this is what Hiro said, and I mean like. I think this applies to most Asian countries, but they tend to be on like the more average or like slimmer side. And he was telling me that Japanese people don't eat to be full.
They eat for what then?
Yeah, so it's just kind of like, you know that feeling like when you're like absolutely full and you're just like, for them it's like, all right, like this is my meal, it's good enough.
Right.
It's like 80% full. I think that's what he said. It's like where it's like not the discomfort.
Like, I don't mind that. I mean, maybe it's the quality over the quantity there,
right.
Which I'm fine with too.
Yeah.
But we'll figure it out.
Yeah, no, I know, because I remember when we went, I was like, because for like the sushi, like the the individual like rolls, the whatever they're called, the maki. I could probably eat like 30 of them.
For real?
For reals. Like if I really tried, I could probably eat 30. I think like I'll start getting full like around 20.
Yeah.
But I think for them they like maybe like half of that.
4 on each plate.
Yeah, half of that is like good enough. But I mean, obviously, like they're probably eating with like udon or like ramen and stuff.
Right.
So,
Filler foods on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to the fish, dude. The sushi. Do you eat sushi
Yeah,
and raw fish?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I bought a log of salmon the other day.
Did you?
Well, I mean, a while ago. It's been a couple months, but I bought a log of salmon and just ate it like that. Sushi grade, in case anyone's
did you
worried.
Bite out of it, like
No, I sliced it.
Okay,
it tastes better sliced, but block feels kind of like
it's a little too savage.
decadent.
Yeah.
But did you eat it with rice?
No.
You just wanted to.
I just ate the salmon.
Sashimi, dude. You wanted sashimi action.
I dipped it in soy sauce.
There you go.
What about wasabi?
No,
Not a wasabi
I don't
guy.
do wasabi. I don't do
whatever.
ginger. I don't do a lot of stuff.
I'm okay with wasabi, but it's not
It's not-
necessary.
Oh.
It doesn't make my food better, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just like
Yeah.
shoveling it down
Yeah.
with wasabi.
Mm.
Same thing with ginger. It tastes very soapy.
Yeah, but ginger is a palate cleanser.
Is that why it tastes soapy?
What?
I don't know. Maybe it's like a cilantro thing. You hear about that? Like when you have cilantro, it tastes like soap to some people.
That's a genetic thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I like cilantro. Cilantro's fine.
Or coriander, for those of you that don't know. It's also called coriander.
Is it? Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
You know what though? I made a ginger tea once, and it made my throat itchy.
Yeah, because it's warm. It's hot.
No, not that. Not the hotness.
The
Oh,
ginger
like
makes
an
it
allergic
itchy.
reaction
I
type of
get,
thing?
that's what I'm thinking now.
Oh, shoot.
I think maybe you're not supposed to feel like it's scratching your throat on the way down.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was literally just water with like ginger in it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, no, ginger is a palate cleanser. So, like,
Mhm.
you don't, I mean, I know some people do this, like, they just eat the ginger, but it's supposed to be like, if you're trying the next thing and you want to get rid of the taste of what you just ate, you
Mhm.
eat a piece of ginger.
Isn't that with radish too?
Yeah.
Oh, is that
that's
what that is?
Yeah, that's why they have that in
Tacos?
Taco shops.
yeah.
I just eat
Maybe.
Slices of ginger. Or sorry, slices of radish.
Radish.
Yeah, I've had that. I just eat
Yeah.
them like for fun. Like it's like
Well, probably.
It's like nothing.
Yeah.
Crunchy water.
yeah, a little
Yeah.
spicy. Like
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
I'm gonna start bringing my own radishes when I eat sushi. Then slice them
They
up.
have daikon. Isn't that a
Oh,
form
yeah.
of a radish?
There you go.
Is it?
I think so. Sounds about
Daikons?
right.
Yeah,
Lobo
pretty
gao,
sure
right?
it's-
It's like a long
Yeah.
All right.
Radish.
I'll just ask for sliced daikon on the side.
Mm.
And you can pickle daikon, you know, banchan.
Oh,
like
that's good.
Korean
Yeah,
and
I've had
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a palate
Mm.
cleanser too.
All right, I want that now. All right. Anyways,
I think we're just hungry. But since we're on the topic of food, I think Tokyo, you can get away with pretty much anything.
Mm.
But 2 recs that was given to me from people in Japan or from Japan. So one person was from Osaka, and she highly recommended you eat the okonomiyaki and the takoyaki from there.
Okay, takoyaki is the
Mm.
oyster, or sorry, the octopus. The
Yes.
octopus balls, right?
Octopus balls.
Okonomiyaki is the pancake.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
So for those of you that don't know, so takoyaki is like, it's like what?
It's octopus.
It's like cream inside,
It's a mayonnaise, right? Of some sort.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like
Bonito
battered.
flakes.
Huh?
They put bonito flakes in everything.
Bonito flakes, I think like seaweed powder
yeah.
and like some sort of sauce, and it's like a ball,
But it's cooked in like a cast iron.
yeah,
You have to use that thing to make it, right?
yeah,
A cast
pretty much.
iron pan.
I don't. How do you describe it? Like I want to say a cream puff, but not a cream puff.
No, it's
Like-
hot.
Cream puff.
It's hot and it's not sweet. It's savory, but it's so good.
It's like
Yeah.
dango, but salty. Or like I guess like a mochi. I mean, the texture is completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna.
Anyway, just,
Yeah.
it's battered.
Yeah, it's good.
It's battered. Just yeah, and then
It's like batter with batter inside of it.
batter with batter inside of it.
that's
I
a good.
guess.
Yeah.
That's I don't know if that sounds.
Undercooked battered food.
I don't know if that sounds
No.
appealing to people, but it's delicious.
It's
And
like a flavor bomb
Yeah.
yeah.
every time you bite into it.
So yeah, in Osaka they say okonomiyaki and takoyakis. Yeah.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
Okonomiyaki, if you guys don't know, it's like I think it's the bottom is the noodles, no,
Yeah.
or the
Well,
lettuce.
I think it's the noodles. On the
So
outside.
it's like fried noodles
Mhm.
with like lettuce and egg and I think meat,
Mhm.
kind of. I don't think there's cheese. It's just I don't know. It's kind of like an omelet, but not really. It's tastier than an omelet. That's for sure.
good.
It's hella good.
Does it have eggs?
I don't. I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Right.
Yeah.
I can get down with that.
Yeah, it's delicious.
They have it around here. It's not like you can't access it in the States.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, no, we can definitely go to Little Tokyo,
All right.
which is down the street that we could get some.
Yeah.
I would like to eat some weird egg thing. Wait, no, didn't we have
had
that?
it. You've had it before.
Yeah, I was
you've
like,
had
wait
it
a minute.
before.
I was like, we had
Can we
that.
put
Yeah.
a picture up so people know?
Yeah, usually the way how they serve it, it's you're sitting at a table and in the middle is like the grill, and they kind of like cook it for you, and it's like sitting there. It's not really like
It's like a flat top.
Yeah, like a flat top. It's not really like a Korean barbecue, but it's like it's a flat top, and then you have like kind of
ingredients.
yeah.
Stack it up. And then
They put everything, and then you get like a what is that called?
Spatula.
It's kind of like a spatula, but it's like the short one, and you have to like cut it. Like it looks like it's something they use for painting, but it's like really small. And then anyway, but those are the two recs. You got to get those in Osaka. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're just as good anywhere else, but apparently that's where they specialize.
You should get one here and then get one over there, or where should you get it first if he hasn't had it?
I've had it before.
You've had
Oh,
it.
you have it? Oh, okay.
I'm familiar with it.
Duh.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But sushi too is a big thing.
Yeah, so I got Rex.
Oh, really? Sushi's big there, huh?
It's like from there or something like that. I don't know.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. I thought it was like tacos, where they kind of like it's Mexican, but it's from
Middle
here.
Eastern.
Yeah.
Sushi.
Yeah.
Wait, tacos are Middle Eastern?
Or burritos, I mean.
Are they?
No, not Middle Eastern, but they're an American thing that's attributed to
Burritos make sense. I know burritos is probably a little bit more Southern California than.
Yeah.
But I know al pastor.
Mm-hmm.
That is like how like they marinate the meat on that stick, and it's like So that is Middle Eastern. I know that they got
oh,
it from,
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because I think that's where they get the Yito, like the
Gyros.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's Mediterranean food.
Yeah,
You
Mediterranean.
mean gyros?
First of all, it's pronounced Yito, and they're delicious.
They're very good.
It's so good.
Yeah, I've had one.
Lebanese, Mediterranean food. Oh, that all goes hard.
Dude, all the foods.
Oh, all the foods.
Except Hometown Buffet.
Golden Corral.
I'm just kidding. Golden, dude, I've only been there once, dude.
I drove past one when I was coming up here. I was like, this is Golden Corral.
Dude.
Like, no way,
why is that a meme, right? Is it like a memeable place or something?
I don't know.
Like people roast it and use it as like cultural reference for some, I don't know.
I feel like it's very like all American. Like you want to just like hurt yourself with how much you can eat. Like
Golden Corral?
Yeah.
But it's like it's
like running headfirst into a wall. Like,
and the food's like low quality American food or something.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Dang, dude, you're gonna offend so many people.
Oh, I'm sorry for those that like.
We're not saying
Corral,
it's bad.
but...
We're just saying that if you want a lot of food.
Well, there's no more Hometown Buffet, right? That's gone.
I haven't seen.
I think it depends on where you go. But Golden Corral, the difference is that this is just barbecue. I think. Is it not?
I don't know. I've never been.
Wait, you never been? I thought you have.
No,
I haven't been either.
No, I haven't been either. Like I said,
I've only been there.
I've been to Hometown Buffet.
Yeah, Hometown Buffet is a staple.
And I'm assuming Golden Corral is like a meat version of that.
No, I've only been.
Hometown Buffet has a lot of meat already. Like,
yeah, I've only been there once, and this was in high school, and I just remember it was just barbecue, like steak, ribs.
Why does it sound like Brazilian barbecue?
No, dude. I would 100% rather go get Brazilian barbecue than Golden Corral.
Yeah. They're not even on the same tier.
No, they're. Oh no.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Golden Corral's like respectfully is like probably like D tier.
I'm gonna need Johnny to go to Golden Corral now to make up for that.
I know, dude.
We're comparing them.
They're totally different
as punishment.
But you know what I miss? Tony can't relate to this. But Soup Plantation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Bro, pandemic. Dude.
Oh. That's the worst.
We got to talk about that next episode.
Dude,
what the pandemic really did, man.
What has been lost? The time.
Soup Plantation is one of those things that I'm like, oh, bro. And I admit I was kind of late to the game for Soup Plantation.
When did you find out about it? College?
I mean, I've been to it before, and yeah, so like going to college, like I already knew what it was, but it wasn't like I didn't go to it often because my parents are like, they're like, why would we?
Soup and salad.
Soup and salad, right?
Hot dog, yeah.
But yeah, no, like especially with like dating Katie, like we would go pretty often
to Soup Plantation.
Yeah, and it was just, oh man, it's one of those things that sometimes we'll look at each other and it's like, I could use Soup Plantation because sometimes you just want something fresh.
Yeah,
and
like a lot of it.
Yeah, yeah. So it's just like
you want a lot of fresh stuff.
Yeah, and another thing that was also sadly taken away from us was there's a donut shop in the corner of like down the street from us that used to have the most delicious breakfast burrito. It was. Have you ever had their breakfast burrito?
Yeah, you took us once. Yeah.
It's a shame.
It's it's so sad.
Yeah, a lot of pain came from the past 3 years, man.
Yeah.
I can't relate, guys. I'm sorry.
Why?
Well, that's because you don't remember because you fell.
Yeah, I forgot a lot of stuff.
Right. We talked about this in previous episode. You had a concussion.
Also, just terrible memory in general. I don't attribute that to the concussion. That's just
okay.
Like I was born this way.
Yes. Let's blame it on that for your.
Man.
Oh well. Anyway, back to Japan.
Yeah.
Anything else that you want to talk about?
I don't know, man. I'm just excited. How expensive is Japan? Let's talk about that a little bit.
Again, this last time I went was in 2014, so prices are probably different. Mm-hmm. Things are more expensive now in general because you know what, eggs are like what, $6 right now,
something like that. Yeah.
So for an Asian country, I think it's more expensive than most. I want to say it's doable. Yeah, because it's probably about the same as the U.S. Maybe more or less. So
if you're going out for the weekend here,
you're
spending just about the same if you're going out in Japan.
Yeah, because I think a bullet train from Osaka to Tokyo at the time, or maybe it was Kyoto, was about like $100 per person.
Makes sense. Yeah,
just kind of.
You said Osaka to Tokyo.
Kyoto to Tokyo. Okay. Yeah, because I think it was like maybe like 3 hours or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm planning to get one of those 2-week passes, train passes.
Okay.
Subway passes, whatever the heck. Yeah.
Just sleep on the train.
That'd be crazy. I mean, you could because they're like literally those like nice. Well, I mean, yeah, I would rather just pay for like a hostel or Airbnb. We could do Airbnbs too because we're a group of guys, so we can always rent out a house there.
Oh,
cheap, $100 a night or something.
That'd be good.
4
good
guys.
way to do it.
Yeah, I expect it to be fairly economical.
Reasonable for a trip like that, right?
Yeah, you can still have a good time. You don't have to splurge. But
if you don't mind me asking, what's your guys' budget?
Don't know, man. I know our tickets were, for me, it was 1,000 round trip, which is.
Whoa, that's it? Oh, dang. Well, I guess it's because
someone.
Yeah, because I was looking for us to like this was like a month ago for December this year just to kind of gauge, and it was like 15.
Oh,
so
that's about right. Yeah. Because I'm flying the economical flight. It's Zip Air, which is like a subsidiary of Japan Airlines.
Okay.
So they do fly that giant Boeing. It's the big plane, but there's literally only one flight that goes specific cities. They fly out of like San Jose, somewhere in Canada, Hawaii, and then like LAX. So it's like very specific terminal flight airports.
Yeah.
I mean. And it's only one flight, they don't fly it often. So once they're booked up, you have to wait till the next.
Dang. Okay. And is it nonstop?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, dude, that's such a good deal. 1,000 for a round trip.
Yeah.
It sometimes it drops to like 600.
What?
Depending on super off peak seasons, it's like $600.
Oh, that's true.
But it has to be very off peak.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on mid peak. I bought it early enough back in like a month ago or something. So, and then this trip is in June, so like 4 months in advance. Yeah, it's early enough. But if you book like 1 year out, maybe it'll be even cheaper.
Yeah. We're still planning that because we're trying to figure out if it's just gonna be us two, or if we're bringing along our partners.
Yeah. Or me and your carry on.
Yeah, there you go. So
little human trafficking. Just a little bit.
Yeah, dude. I was joking about that. I'm like, you guys just book a 70-kilogram carry on, and I'll just,
Dude, you probably suffocate after the first hour, bro. No, real talk. No, like, I think it would be great if like we brought like, our partners and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just, I guess it depends on like
scheduling.
Yeah, I think just a lot of like logistics and stuff.
Yeah, it's not easy to take all that time off for sure.
Yeah, so, but
it's a lot easier when you're just planning it for yourself,
Yeah.
And even if it like ended up just being me for this trip, it just happened to work out that like all of us were able to go. But if it was just me, I would have been like, all right, well, just gonna do my own thing and figure it out that way.
That's a good way to do it too.
Yeah,
like your 3 days, I feel like that's like really like exciting. Like, ooh, like you get to spend all this time with all these people, just learning the area.
Yeah.
and then you get 3 days to go like, all right, what
end.
do I want to do?
Yeah. That's cool. Well, anything else?
Yeah. Where we at?
No. Well, I think as we near the end of this episode, I just want to give a quick shout out to the person that created this crew neck right here. It says create.
Nice.
If you guys can't read cursive, it's very soft. I will say that. I've only worn this once, so this is the second time. Only because I'm just I don't want to dirty it. But yeah, she's a good friend of mine from. We studied together at UC San Diego, and she's doing her own thing. She's killing it in the YouTube game. She makes a lot of motion graphics and like illustrations for YouTubers and Instagram people. She's worked with Remy Ashton, if you guys know who that is. You guys probably don't. Mm-hmm. I think Laura DIY, I think is another one. She's worked with a couple of people in that like YouTube area.
Nice.
Niche.
What's her plug?
Her plug, so her name is Haley, and you can get this and like other like stationery stuff at typehaley.com. So TYPE Haley HAYLEY.com. Also on Instagram at typehaley. So shout out to her.
Shout outs to Haley.
But yeah, anything else to add, guys?
No plugs. Nothing.
No plugs.
Not working on nothing.
No. Well, anyway, so we're gonna conclude this episode. Thank you guys for joining us, and in the next episode, we'll probably talk about I don't know. So.
Ooh, right up my alley.
Yep. So. This is a very awkward ending. Okay. Anyway,
if you want to sign off, you can go ahead and start, Oscar, and we'll follow right after.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining this beautiful episode. Might be the penultimate of this season, but we don't know yet. So
yeah, one of our best, I think.
One of our best episodes.
We didn't even talk about like bathrooms that much this time.
We did at some point.
Yeah, but we restrained ourselves.
All right.
So WC can be known as a water cooler or a wash closet.
Or World Cup.
Or World
There
Cup.
you go.
Or water
kid.
Wait, kid. Water
right.
child.
There you go.
Thank you guys. I'll
Alrighty.
catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Adios.
Bye.